Do you, my dear viewer, ever wonder what happens when you stream Palworld for 6 hours straight? Well, everything just goes wrong. So to keep it short, I decided to do a subathon on my channel, which I'm sure you watched, and I just played Palworld the whole time. But then things took a turn for the worst, and from having fun, it became a battle for survival. I don't want to spoil too much, so let's get right into it. So, on hour 1, the subathon begins. Things were pretty normal here. I was feeling full of energy and ready to make some good progress and content. So with a beanie firmly upon my head, I got to work. I had set out a goal to reach 25 by the end of the subathon. I was currently level 19, so it shouldn't be too bad, right? Not even 10 minutes in, I jumped off a cliff without looking. Thankfully there was water, and life goes on. After exploring a little bit, I actually ended up dying, so there's that. I wake up back at the base and thought things were going fine. But as soon as I relaxed, that's when it happened. That's when it took place. The great battle of the hill begins. It happened so quickly, they came out of nowhere, it was an ambush. For a moment, it seemed like they had the upper hand. Just like in Star Wars, you know, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are on Mustafar. Then my pals began to fight back, and it was brutal. So brutal I couldn't even attack or capture any of the pals that had attacked the base. My pals became killing efficient machines. And check this out. Oh, God, don't kill that man. Watch out! Oh. Pretty cool, right? The great battle had finally come to an end. After all that was done and out of the way, I could finally go back and get my stuff. First order of business, now that we're back on track, try to catch the monkey man, the Tansy. Why was it so important? Well, the main key thing in Palworld was leveling up to get access to other technologies and so forth, right? One of the best ways to level up in Palworld is to capture 10 of each pal. It gives you bonus experience. So, that's what I was trying to do. Then, for a complete mood shift, I talked to something out of the Elden Ring world for a spooky minute. It was the black marketer. And, I would never sell pals I've obtained because I'm a good person, right? It was pretty late when I headed back, so I took a little deserved nap, and I woke up the next day to pals falling out of the sky and chasing me down. Then, to really torture my viewership at the time, I decided to walk back to the teleport with too many items, I was way too over-encumbered. Chat was not happy. It literally took 10 minutes. Actually brings us to the 2-hour mark. This is where I begin to lose my sanity. Anyway, this is where I begin to lose my sanity because things weren't just going my way, but we'll get to that. Anyway, I'm just busy building things on the base. I'm crafting enough pal spheres to catch the whole human population. Just chill stuff. I was vibing, jamming out for chat. Then I remembered I actually had nothing to celebrate. I got real sad. I made my way to the one place where I could reclaim my glory. A dungeon. And let's just say things could have gone a lot better in this dungeon. Is this fight just gonna be like... Oh my...
Frickadoodle.
I'm gonna just let you guys duke it out, because... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, man, that guy is hard to kill. So yeah, I died, went back, gathered my things, and decided to leave that dungeon because I was not going to die again. Instead, I went around and bothered any pals that crossed my path. I found some weird sea pals because I was like, I want that one. So I went and got it, took some fighting, missing a lot of throws. I did it, and I finally caught the serpent because it surfs on the water? Anyway, hour 2 progresses with me, and I make it home by nightfall and storing away the piles I caught. Some of them never see the light of day again. Wow, that was kind of dark. Anyway, moving forward, I reached base level 12, which is super cool, and I went out and looked out on catching anything else. I decided to go pick a fight with Azura Bee, which went a little something like this. Why are you running? Don't be shy. Oh god, this is gonna hurt so bad. Oh damn. Jesus Christ. Calm down! Oh. I think if I keep doing this, it'll probably... Oh. It did not go as planned. I did the walk of shame, grabbed my loot, went back home, set a lot of pals to work. Clearly one pal didn't take it so well because he started burning down the base. Jesus, man, what's happening? Oh my god, I thought he was burning down the base. so I thought. Anyway, that brings hour 2 to an end, and we're about halfway there. I have made no progress at this point. All right, welcome to the witching hour. No, that's not the right time. Anyway, we're going to switch gears. We are going to build a PAL essence condenser. Which essentially what it is if you have enough PALs of the same, well, kind, you can condense them and make one particular PAL stronger. So yeah, after this I went to the Sea Breeze Archipelago, failed to catch some land balls, picked a fight with some things in the ocean that I shouldn't have, and it did not go well, of course, per usual. So finally I decided to go and hang out with the Broncherie, and it finally gave in. Are you serious? Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna keep doing this the whole time. Oh, nice! After that, it was time to head home. So what would you do, dear viewer? Would you A, go back by fast travel and sleep through the night? Or B, walk the entire night and just die the next day on the way back home? Well, if you picked B, we'd be good friends, because that's exactly what I did. I walked and I walked and I walked until karma caught up to me and the PAL got the best of me. Thankfully, I wasn't too far off. I got my stuff back, and afterwards I took a little deserved break, and I have had a lot of my beanies. I threw it away. It was getting very warm in my apartment, okay? All right, just everyone calm down. Seeing as I no longer had a beanie to keep me warm, I'm looking for a PAL that could do that instead. Find the Firefox. So, I decided to be very gentle. Instead, I didn't go as gentle as I wanted to. It turned out okay, I guess. Anyway, I caught the ruby. It was very neat. I went to a cave, fought a few things, decided to catch a penguin. At least I thought I had to, and then I let out a very non-appropriate YouTube-friendly word. So for all you youngsters watching, just tell your mother I'll be seeing her later. Anyway, once I calmed down, I headed over to what I had failed to do. Beat a dungeon. I walked in there and faced with the level 23 Linares, and it was not going to be easy. As the fight went on, my HP was dropping. My main Pokemon, my main man, wasn't as effective as I was hoping he would be. And the Linares caught me, and my guard was off, and I was down at a single blow. No!
Frickadoodle.
So defeated, I trudged back to retrieve my items, but I wouldn't reach it until the start of hour 4. Things were not going well, but trust me, it gets better. Okay, like, editor, am I even allowed to, like, dream a little bit? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hour 4. Let's pick up on where we left off, shall we? I was half naked and running through the jungle. Well, that's not how the line is, but I was pretty much doing that almost. Anyway, I took out a Gumos boss that was just, like, there and hanging out, and I didn't want to catch it because, I don't know, I just didn't. Picked up some more fights here and there, got back in the flow of things, and then I stumbled upon another PAL, a level 31 Univolt. Here's the thing, it's almost 10 levels higher than me, and the boss that beat me was not that high of level, so I'm not gonna fight this, right? After the millionth walk of shame, I finally got my stuff back. Like a normal person, I turned and went back home. Wrong! I fought the Univolt again, but this time it actually was going pretty well. You almost had it down to half HP, and then I got hit pretty bad. But I didn't want to really embarrass myself in front of chat again, so I left. Went home, worked around the base, and then I messed around with the egg incubator, which I totally understand. The next day, I just hung around, worked on the base, crafted some arrows, went mining for a few stuff, and finally headed back to where I just couldn't help myself, and I started fighting some more pals. I found this robin quill, by the way, and was like, this thing looks cool, and died to it. Until I came back and I used my mammoth to spook him. Anyway, this still counts as a win, but what doesn't count as a win is me packing my character up again with way too many items, and had to go all the way back home. Took less time than anticipated, but still not fun. Dropped it off, went back to mining more, and all that stuff. Anyway, I mined for so long, it became nighttime, and this glowy, spooky bat thing came out of nowhere, and I caught it in the end, and it was a fight that was way too easy for once. Then I wandered around a little bit more and ran into some purple cat thing that looks like straight out of Alice in Wonderland. It's spooky. Alice in Wonderland. It's a tough word. Tough movie. I can't say words. Did some exploring at level 24, one level away from the goal. Went back home at this point and checked on all the pals who were definitely super excited to see me. After that, I wrapped up the hour by going around and hunting some more robin quill. Welcome to the 5th hour. We're almost there, and I can finally say this might be possible. Might be able to do one more part. But I still want to beat a dungeon, so I have to do that as well. But I wasn't ready to go there yet, so I had to go find a cave and prepare myself, or just, have some fun, or maybe don't go into the dungeon. Who knows? Why don't you just stick around and find out? Fought a couple pals, and I caught a fell bat, which is an interesting pal. It's like a bat, but not like the one I caught in the forest earlier. Then I fought some other things because I was feeling a little confident for no reason, and this thing was a catastrophe. Did not go easy on me, and I paid the price. It's fine.
Oh no. Frickadoodle.
I had a very calm reaction to my death, yes. After coming back, grabbing my loot, I thankfully stuck around and decided to challenge this B grade, which just kind of walked into me, so I pretty much had to catch it. The odds were not in my favor, but I think all that bad luck finally gave me a break as I beat the 8% odds, and I finally caught it. Welcome to the team, bud. Also, I feel like I didn't make a big enough deal about this, but I got a gun! Like, all you cute animals running around, and, I'm gonna go around with a rifle. Game of the year. There, I've said it. After that, I fought something called a loop moon, which is a level 28, which should have gone better. I died instantly. Fuck! Now, Hour 5 doesn't have as much content as the others because I was getting very tired. I'd been streaming for like 8 hours at this point. And when I started streaming, it was still light outside, and now my room looks like a cave. But anyway, it's all worth for the content. The final hour is upon us. Okay, they didn't need to sound that intense, but it's too late now. Anyway, but what did need to sound intense is I went back and I faced my enemy. An enemy you might have forgotten. That's right, I faced off with the Univolt one last time. It was a long and difficult battle, but I took him to low HP and took a chance. I threw a Pal Sphere. Believe it or not, I caught it. I was in such belief I didn't even believe it, or react. Then I was just on a roll, went back to the dungeons, attempted earlier, and boom, got another one. And I died somehow to like a bird thing on the way home, which is a strange thing, it kind of comes and goes. Anyway, guys, I think after that my brain kind of shut down, didn't really want to work, and I had trouble getting my loot back, and I died a bit more, and depression kicked in, not depresso. Anyway, guys, also not financial advice. Do not play Palworld for 6 hours in one day. You will end up reclining in your chair, staring into nothing. Quit while you're ahead. Oh yeah, thanks for watching. Can't forget that part. Captain out.